Hello and welcome to Dishing Delights. My name is Jenica and today I'm just going to take you along with me for a little real life what I eat in a day. Let's get to it. Alright, for breakfast this morning, we have these little sausage, egg, and cheese calzones that are super freezer burnt. So I'm going to put two in here in a preheated oven that's at 350 degrees right now. And I'm just going to cook these until they're baked through. These calzones have sausage, eggs, cheese, and potatoes in them. They're stupid good. Yum! Alright, I baked these for 20 minutes. And then I broiled them just so they got extra toasty. Now I'm going to get a little bit of salsa verde in here. Whoa. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. All right, I'm going to enjoy this with my glass of water. And that is what's for breakfast. For lunch, I'm just gonna have some bean and cheese tostadas. So now I'm gonna make myself some lunch. Well, I have apple crisp from yesterday's video in the oven. So I'm just gonna make two tostadas with refried beans. So I try to keep my lunches as simple as I can. I'll have leftovers or this, and what I'll do is once this is out of the oven, I'll just sprinkle it with a little bit of cheese, possibly some sour cream, and that's a super simple lunch. I try to keep my lunches a little bit simple because I go all out on dinner, right? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna shave off a little bit of this cheese. I love pepper jack cheese. Well, you've watched my videos. I love all cheese. Alright, I have my apple crisp. I should add this one over here I should add them on either side. That way I know they're not going to drip refried beans into my apple crisp. Alright. I turned the broiler on for the last few minutes. Oh my gosh, these look delicious. And this is today's lunch. I just tossed this salsa bowl into the fridge when I didn't use all of it for breakfast. So I'm just gonna use it on this. And then I have a little bit of sour cream. But this is a super simple lunch. For my snack, I'm having some green beans and mushrooms. This might sound weird to you, but I'm a savory girl, so it makes sense for me. All right, if you can hear water going, it's because I'm running water for the dishes. But I'm hungry for a snack. It's like 2:30 p.m. and I'm going to have apple crisp later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a can of green beans and a can of mushrooms. And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of Chicago steak seasoning. That's what I use on a lot of my vegetables. Mix it in. And then I'm just gonna heat this through. And I don't know why, but I love this so much. Sometimes I'll just serve this over a baked potato for lunch. All right, these are all heated up now. And this is my snack. This is stupid good. I know some of you are like, what are you doing? You were losing your mind, but my favorite. Whatever I have left over, I'll just save for another meal. But sometimes, I'll be honest, I eat the whole can of green beans. For dinner, I'm gonna make us up a lasagna. I have like 1.5 pounds of ground beef right here. I have some Chicago steak seasoning that I'm adding into my ground beef. This is like my go-to veggie seasoning, burger seasoning, anything. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I think I'm gonna do some sort of casserole. But it's 3:12 and I was like, oh no, I haven't even thought about dinner. So I'm just gonna brown up this ground beef. And then when my husband gets home, I'm gonna ask him what he would like. I'm gonna let this heat up. Okay, so I just found some mozzarella cheese that I forgot about. So we might do like a lasagna or something. All right, now this is completely cooked through. I'm gonna turn off the heat. So right here I have this can of crushed tomatoes that I'm going to add to this pot I just heated up my ground beef in. I'm also going to add in a can of tomato sauce. Now I'm just going to make a homemade meat sauce. I have a tablespoon of Italian seasoning going into it. And then I'm just going to let this come up to a simmer. I am going to add a little pinch of sugar to this as well. I always add sugar to my red sauces because it really breaks down the acidity. So I'm just gonna let this simmer. The longer it simmers, the better it's going to get. I'm also going to add in some garlic powder and some onion powder. And I'm going to add in half of my ground beef. So about 3/4 of a pound. There we go. I'll see you when the sauce is simmered and we're ready to put it all together. And then I'm gonna clean up this giant mess. All right, let's get saucy. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. In this little container, I am going to add some mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese. Now, the first thing we are going to do is take like a ladle of this and just kind of make sure that I'm not gonna get too much stickage. Just a light layer. And then I'm going to add my noodles. These are the oven ready lasagna noodles. And then I'm gonna take some of that meat sauce. I'm just gonna add it over top of those noodles, make sure they're fully covered. Now this is not, now this is a pretty thick sauce because I do not like when my lasagnas just fall apart. And then I'm gonna add some cheese. I definitely should have made a little bit more sauce, but I do not care. This does not need to be perfect. It's just food. A little bit more Parmesan, because I love myself. I mean, it looks delicious. And that's what's for dinner. Now what I'll do is I'll cover this. I'll bake it at 350 for like 35 to 40 minutes. And once that 35 to 40 minutes is up, I'll take my aluminum foil off and let it get all bubbly and delicious. All right, now while I'm here, I have this starter that I need to stir. It's an Amish friendship bread starter. So I just have this like sitting on it lately. That's day 2. You see where the noodles expanded? That's so funny. Alright, so obviously I should have made the sauce a little bit more runny. My mistake. I'm definitely glad that this is a what I eat in a day video instead of a recipe video, because this is real life. So I'm going to let this cool down and then I'll serve it in a bit. I am going to add a little bit more cheese. It's my very flat lasagna. Let's try it out. Okay, it tastes delicious, but definitely double the sauce, which I could have done, but you know, I'm over here trying to cut corners. Still good regardless. I also had a 5 p.m. cup of coffee. For a snack, I heated up some apple crisp that I made in a video that's linked down below. So right here, I have my apple crisp. All right. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That looks amazing. And then I'm going to add that scoop of ice cream. And that is going to be my late night snack. I am so excited for this. I'm not a huge dessert person, but if it's baked apples, like apple pie or apple crumble or anything like that, that's my jam. Thank you so much for watching this very random what I eat in a day. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you can be notified when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.